Hey boys and girls, it's Night Stalker here. Welcome along today to the Storehouse Siege. Check it out. I don't know much about this map. I've played it definitely less than 10 times, probably less than 5. So I'm not quite sure what to expect. So I'm going to take in some rock solid infantry here. We're going to take the Azaps and the Paladins. And I can remember from the games I've played that you sort of get stuck in those doorways, whether it be the front, back or side. So I'm going to take the Imperial Pikes to try and push through. Let's see how we go. The enemy has 4 ranged heroes, so that's going to be very, very interesting as they absolutely pound us as we push inside that last final capture circle. Although because they've got so many ranged, it's probably going to be a bit easier to capture the outer circles. There's lots of nasty artillery here, I remember. I'm just trying to think of where I can put these guys to be safe. Oh, they're just going to get bombed. Maybe this was a bad first pick. Maybe I should have gone for the Martellalori. A small unit of berserkers might be able to hide behind this rock, but I don't think I can. No, I don't feel safe here. Oh well, this is a very good start to the video. Running away and hiding. Let's see how it goes. Good thing is that the Azaps are fast, so if we put them all the way behind here, we should be able to call them to us pretty quickly when they're needed. Oh, they didn't get injured, that's great. But as I mentioned, I haven't really played this map much, so I'm just sort of watching what the rest of our team do. Battering ram's always a good start. Don't know about pushing them in with a blue tier unit though. Were they round shields? I can never identify them. Luke, don't you call me out on that again. Alright, okay. Right, we're going to push this battering ram and see what happens. Holy heck, that's a lot of artillery incoming. Right, so let's go. Don't know quite why our team haven't been pushing it in other than the fact they don't want to lose good units. Oh, okay, so we've quickly realised those are not green tier up there. Those are one-shot insta-kill Scorpios. So, oh well, let's see how close we can get before we get flamed to death. It might even be better to switch sides at this point. Oh well, and now we can't push anymore. Alright, now what? Now what? Maybe I can snipe some of these guys here. Are they going to blow me out of setup? Oh, okay. Screw you too. A good play to that guy, I guess. He waited till it was completely built and destroyed it instantly rather than shooting at me. That's good play, can't argue with that. Okay, if that unit's going to run away, we'll just send them up here. Maybe they can get lucky. But I better start actually looking for something realistic to do. We're going to go switch sides, I think. Our team are already in over here, so we might as well capitalise on that. We'll go get our Azaps out again. So let's go. Let's go. Capturing B already, that is a good sign. Let's do this. I've got 2 enemy heroes. Can you see on the map there, they're sort of running away from the point. Not quite sure why. Probably because they're being overrun. And that's some nasty archers coming in there. Actually, no, we're just going to sit in this arrow fire if we're not careful. Get up there, lads. Ooh, get him? No. Those guys doing over there. Okay, so let's go on the doorway here. Oh, Cav! Ah! I tried. An attempt was made. Although the Azaps aren't doing terribly in there. They are a rock-solid unit. Considering they got charged by Cav and had Palace Guard in the front, not doing too bad. Especially, you know, when you consider that Well, they don't have a hero guiding them. 11 kills, some of them cav. Oh, and that's the end of them. They're retreating through the enemy. That's always fun when that happens. Okay, Paladins, let's go. Push up that A point. And as predicted, the two front points fell relatively easy. Well, I'm assuming A is going to fall. We are absolutely swarming it. But those ranged heroes are really going to have their way with us once we start pushing in through these walls, I think. That is definitely one thing I remember from previous plays. Right, we'll just capture this quite happily. Bring our paladins up to block the arrow fire. Ooh, okay, maybe not. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So what do we do here? Alright. So we don't know the map very well. Let's have a look. What we got? Oh, that was a bad treb. I don't think any of those are even going to get over the walls, are they? I would have thought you can't treb there. And of course that turns out that you cannot. What do we got? Archers, archers, land sharks, or some sort of halberd. No, that was poor. Those cavalry, far too early, and they're charging into the wrong type of unit. It's just a waste of tier 5 cav. But everyone's occupied with that, so we'll just quickly nuke these archers up here. Be one less unit to deal with. Maybe I should protect these archers here. Actually, they're facing the wrong way. Watch this, watch this. Ready, go. Haha. No more fortabrachios. Hell yeah. We'll just destroy them. Short order. Perfect scenario for paladins. And they just gave us their flank. It's ridiculous. We've got people shooting down on us now. We'll try and avoid these land sharks a little bit and come in on the side so that our troops are attacking them on two fronts. But I'm getting repeatedly shot, and I don't think I'm going to last long, I was going to say, and it turns out I didn't. So we've got Berserker on Berserker action in the centre here. Berserker Bowl. Who will win? Not us. Alright, so what's happening? Let's have a look. Those are pretty slow moving dots. I don't think that they're cavalry, except that I'm wrong. So if they've got cavalry, it's obviously going to be better to take the Imperial Pikes over the last 10 remaining Azaps. So in 5 seconds, we'll get those guys out and get into it. I'm not sure if I like this map yet. Most of the small maps are not really very good or very balanced. This one seems to be heavily in favour of the defender. From the, well, I'm judging from the few times I've played it. Must be playing at the wrong time of day to get small map, although this is just my normal time. Very strange. I can see our team are pushing around here. I can see them all on the map, so we'll go and join them. Ooh, cavalry. Delicious, tasty cavalry. And goodbye. Squish. Tasty, tasty. I don't particularly want to get involved in there just yet. And the reason being I want to wait for my 35 seconds to be up if I possibly at all can. Ooh, charging pikes is not a great idea, even for paladins. Try and get in here and use a brace. These are bottom line pikes for the survivability. You may have noticed that they're not taking a huge amount of damage. But also, consequently, they don't do a lot of damage unless they're advancing. The shield unit's in the way, so let's scatter them and stab them to death. And it looks like crossbows are on the menu, boys. Careful of those stairs. I want to get them in further, and then we'll advance on them and kill what's left. There we go. Most of the unit of gunners, most of the unit of Pavis. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention properly. There's some more cav. I'll bring the pikes down. Those are Laos though, so it's going to be a bit ugly. At least with the pikes, they have that impeding force now. It means that when they hit the cavalry, it slows them down, quite significantly, 60% in the case of Imperial Pike Guard, even if you only hit them with a very basic attack. And now we're talking. That was well-timed cavalry from our team. We'll just quickly knock the spear out. I don't think he really understood what he was doing there. And I don't want to face all of these crossbows. Well, the dual blades is going to give them a go, so I guess I'll stick around. What are these watchmen? If you hit them once, you know what they are, because you can see how much damage you do to them. It's quite hard often with the peasant pikes to understand which is which, just by looking at them, especially if they've got skins on them. So you give them one whack and it's pretty obvious what they are straight away. Did you also notice that my Imperial Pike Guard were dressed up like peasants? Rather deliberate, of course, as you might imagine. People underestimate pikes if they look like peasants. You know, even heavy cavalry and things like that can underestimate them and think, oh, I'll take a couple of casualties, but I'll be alright. Then they get advanced and killed. So if you want that that silver dragon skin, that's just here. I'll put it in the bottom right of the... Oh, too much talking, not enough paying attention. I'll put it in the bottom left of the screen here. And if you want to get that, you can get it at the my.com store. And use my code NightStalker. There's a few other skins in preview packs here as well. This is an absolute... It's like a coliseum. This is just a defender's dream, this point. It's kind of... It's even better than the Reginopolis centre point, the sea. Now, team are attacking from all three sides too, and we still can't get in. Here we go. This might be the end of it. Nope. Nope, they're paying attention. Get out of their spear. Get out of their longsword. Worth a try though, I guess. Although we now have half our team on the dead side of the ledger. I've only got 10 Azaps left. I'm a bit regretting killing off those Martellalori for a little gain in the end, at the start, but live and learn. I won't make that mistake next time I play this map. And that's what it's all about, especially if you're a new player. You know, I'm kind of in the same boat as you at the moment, you know. I don't really know enough about this map to pull off great plays. I'm just relying on berserkers. Azaps will kill the berserkers okay. It's what's behind them is the problem. Lemon javelins, yuck. Goodbye berserkers. Killed by 10 Azaps. I better get out of here before I get javoed. We're down to 7 badly injured Azaps now. 53 seconds on the clock. I'm not really sure what we're going to do here. Those Pavese crossbows. I'd say looking at this now, if you're on the attacking team and playing, if you ever end up playing this map, I'll heal you, friend. I won't heal you, friend. If you're ever playing attacker on this map, don't take any ranged at all. But we've only got a few seconds on the clock, so it's a bit of a Hail Mary now. Hopefully our team come in too. We don't have enough Azaps to make a bit of a difference here, but we'll kill some of these guys. And I'll just try and stay here till I die, which is not going to be long. Never mind. You know, when you're that low on the clock, just go to the point. You know, what do you got to lose? Look at these Martellalori versus Martellalori. You wouldn't think that they're the best unit in the game, would you, looking at them? But they are. Oh, well, today is not a victory, boys and girls, but we've learned a lot about a new map. Paladins did okay. Mind you, they did absolutely side charge and slam that. We did 1.2 million damage. 40, 20, 20, and 0. I think the biggest point here is that we didn't get enough hero kills. Probably because, you know, again, they've got a lot of ranged heroes. So they sit at the back and they're hard to get to. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. A lot of hero kills, but very low damage. And how did we do? Well, I mean, I'm trying my best. The Paladins did great. The Martellalori, I wouldn't make that decision again. I would just ignore that side and follow the rest of our team in. The Azaps did great, all things considered. I mean, they got charged in the face by heavy cavalry. They still managed to wipe, or at least seriously damage, a unit of Palace Guard, I think it was in there. And then when we brought them back in, they did kill a unit of berserkers, just 10 of them. All right, so keep that in mind. Azaps murder berserkers, just absolutely slaughter them. And well, that's my experience. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Comments down below. And hey, if you liked this video, I'd love a like. That'd be my favorite thing today. If you give me a like for this terrible tragedy of a map that I haven't played so much. But we came close. It was a really good game. I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battle. Thanks for coming to my channel.